Welcome to the long-awaited part 2 to product research. So, I've pretty much simplified it down to the most basic product research method that people usually get results with. If you ask me, do to evolve, how did they set a brand so fast, get things going quick? It's this method. So I'm only going to be going through one method. So what's most important is part one, the theory of how you plan to stand out. So there's a few tools we're going to need. The first one is Kilo Data. Ad library is free. Atra is not really that needed. So you can skip this and just use ad library. You'll need a similar web. It's free as well. Trademark search also free. So the first part, Kilo Data is the only paid tool that is necessary. So just so you know how much it is, I think it's like $45, nine for starter, $100 per month for professional plan. I'm on a professional plan. You can start off with just starter for fine. I'll leave a discount code down below as well, so you guys can get that. So once you guys get Kilo Data, what do you need to do? So just go on product over here, filter by date last 7 days. Average unit price, I like to put it above $15 because like part one, I don't like to sell things that are too low ticket. Some people do, it still works, but my personal preference is not. So all you need to do here is really just look at what is trending, go through the criteria in part one. Of course, if there are trademark brands, Goldie, for example, is a huge brand, you can't sell the products from here. Let's say this one down here is a under eye corrector. Maybe you could sell it, right? So the most popular method that people get a store running is they will just rip it from TikTok Shop. Most gurus will teach you that. I still think that is the most effective method. If you only rely on that, you will never be able to grow it long term. So you can still rip to start. Once you get traction, of course, you'll be doubling down more on it, investing in your own custom product, your own custom content, branding, etc. And which is why it's important to think of how to stand out with your product beforehand. If you just rip mindlessly, you won't be able to get out that hole. But if you already had in mind, let's say on top of ripping, you are also creating your own creatives together alongside it, you will be able to figure out another winning ad beyond what was just ripped as well. The ripping method just helps you get things going much faster since it's already proven on TikTok Shop. If you put it to Facebook ads, it pretty much usually will carry over as well. If you only rely on this method, just ripping ad mindlessly, the issue you will find is that it is really just a VA game of who can copy paste the fastest, which you're competing a lot of dudes with huge teams or some even automated. So it's really hard for you to do that unless you can stand out with your own messaging, which is why you rip, and then you also need to figure out your own creatives alongside it of how to stand out. So what do we look for now over here? So let's look at the first few listings, whether I will test it or not. What even is the first few listings? Let's say I click on this. What is this? Bear in mind, I'm filming this in October 27 now. So the top one product last 7 days trending is just decorative pillow sets. Just a fun fact for you guys, print-on-demand items do extremely well during Q4 gifting season, but they kind of drop off the face. The issue with it as well is you actually need to get custom designs to get going, but the rest of the year, it drops off very, very hard. I have had clients scale print-on-demand very, very far. It's just very seasonal. It literally just a copy-paste game. It's up to you whether you want to get into it. Me personally, unless for cash flow reasons, you can. Me personally, I wouldn't. So for those who do, you have a personal affinity to the product, you can run it. I don't. Let's say you actually do like this type of pillows, you're actually the type of person who will buy it. It does make sense for you right now, only because right now I'm filming this during Q4 to run a print-on-demand store just running these designs. It's very off topic from what we're going to talk about today, but just some things that I'll comment on as I see what type of products they are. This one, same thing as well, as print on demand, Q4 gifting. Third one, Shark Mass Portable Wet and Dry Vacuum. We can't sell this. Why? Because it's a patented product from Shark. Not possible. Pet Pivot, same thing as well. I believe this one is patented. So the way you actually check it, which is why you have the trademark search here. Let's say you search up Pet Pivot. You want to do this because some people still rip it regardless of whether the product has a patent or not. The issue is you will get into a lot of issues later down the line. Unless your approach is, okay, I'm going to find this with traction and then I'm going to switch over, change the product name, change the brand name entirely, then you can approach it. If not, it's really just too much of a headache to get these sort of products working. Like if I look it up, there's active trademarks for it already. And if I go to their, it's like I Google them, right? They're probably going to be a big brand already. Let's see, Pet Pivot. Let's try to find their IG, TikTok. It's probably going to be big following. Not so big actually. Interesting. So they're, so if their IG and TikTok following is not that big, I'm not sure this is the original store, by the way. Let's say I view on TikTok. I can't view it because I need a TikTok shop account, which I'm not logged into right now. On that note, like for me, I'm in Malaysia. Malaysia doesn't have this US TikTok shop accounts. You can actually go and buy these accounts. I'm not sure where the exact link is to buy it, but I know people do buy these sort of accounts, not just to sell, just so you can get access to view these sort of product listings. So these sort of products, let me see. Pet Pivot US, you can see for the last 30-day trend, they did 3 mil, which is crazy. Let's look at some of their best ads.
Scooping litter box. And no, you're not going to be spending $700 on this one. Typically, it's in automatic mode, and that means 70 seconds after your cat does its business and leaves the machine, it's going to start the automatic cleaning process.
So I just want to see what type of content that people are posting about it, because I'm trying to find if it's like a huge brand. But yeah, I'll avoid it. If obviously you go against Shark, like let's say we go back to Shark Vacuum, like they're a huge corporation. They founded since 1994. You think you have the resources to come after you legally? Yes, they do. I'm not gonna run that at all. Let's say this Pet Pivot one. I'm trying to find if they actually have that big brand behind them. If not, it could be something you run actually. Doesn't seem like it, honestly. Pet Pivot Auto Scooper 11. So in this instance, you just want to make sure and double check if what I am thinking of is actually real. Because I can't really find much branding behind it. Yeah, literally can't find anything. Even their YouTube has 1K subscribers. So surprisingly, on the third listing of Kilo Data, we found a product that I would potentially sell. Why would I potentially sell this? Is because based on Kilo Data, it's doing very well. And there is the trademark on the name itself. However, if you're selling it, obviously you're not going to sell it as Pet Pivot. You're going to sell it as whatever other brand name you put out. So the product itself and the store needs to be something totally different. If not, you run into a lot of legal issues. So if that is actually true, it could be something you run. So how do you actually go about running it? Now we get into this topic. Simple Google search first. We want to look at the current brand, how they're running it, what people think about it. Let's say I go on Reddit. Okay. If this is a product you're going to run, obviously you need to know the current stage of sophistication in the market. What are people saying about it? If let's say based on TikTok and based on Reddit, you can see that it's a very, very saturated product already. And you confirm saturation through a few things. Through Ad Library and Atra, when you search it up, let's say, if I'm looking at Pet Pivot now. Pet Pivot Taiwan. It's a Chinese brand, maybe. Can't even find the original brand running it. It's just everyone, weird stuff coming up. Let me try Pet Pivot. No, like these guys, they're not even Pet Pivot. They're obviously just ripping as well. It's literally the same video we saw earlier. So let's see. So let's say we go on Ad Library. We go on Ad Library Atra to see what the competition is running, and you use a tool like SimilarWeb to check how much they're doing. You won't be able to see an accurate number. what SimilarWeb gives you is an estimate traffic. Let's say this one over here, that's not enough data, which basically means the store is very small. What if I try Pet Pivot on SimilarWeb? Also very small, surprisingly. 30,000 visits. If, let's say you estimate 30,000 visits at a 1% conversion rate. 30, oh, let me pull this in here. 309 purchases for, how much is the product? Let's say it's 170, right? It's like 50K a month. It's actually very small not ads, on the site itself. It's very surprising. But if you ask me, there is potential in this product based on what you see on Kilo data. For you to test and verify it, it's pretty simple because all you need to do is just rip it, as in you go on Kilo data section, you go on videos here, to see what are the best videos here that are relevant. If they don't mention Pet Pivot, you can really just download these videos and run it as ads.
Here's what happened.
Like this what these guys are doing as well. That is not the only criteria we take a look at. I'm gonna dive deeper into what I'm gonna look at besides that. So potential is there. Let's say I look up more again. Okay, let's say I think all these are fake also. What's the product actually called? Pet Scooper, Litter Scooper, self-cleaning litter box. Let's say I look up again, self-cleaning litter box. Let's say I'm selling it to the US. You can tailor this to wherever you want. Let's see what type of ads the competition is running. Now you're starting to see everyone sell the same product. That's still fine. You're never gonna be the first to market. You just want to know what type of ads the competition is running so you can do better than them. You're trying to find underserved avatars or new mechanisms, right? So, say I look at these ads. Oh, new tab. Let's say this Happy Paws. Nothing crazy here. See ad details. So same thing as well. You want to see how well they're doing. You estimate based off SimilarWeb. It's not a whole lot. This one also probably not a whole lot, based on just on how the site looks. Where's my SimilarWeb? I may have deleted it. Also too small to see. Just because it doesn't show up doesn't mean that it's not a good opportunity, because there's going to be a lot more ads you can see over here. It's also potentially some people that are going to run it without the keywords I showed over here and still do well. But you can keep trying to find a few more to see how much they're doing. Let's see whose ones comes up the most. Whisker is a legit brand. Same as well. This one looks kind of trash. Where's my SimilarWeb, bro? I thought I just had it. Let's say this one, Copycat, actually has pretty decent amount of visits. The original one had 30K, this one has 28K. So let's say 28K at the same AOV. Let's say you're assuming, right? It's all assumption. A 0.1% conversion rate. Let's say 280 purchases a month. 280 times whatever the AOV is, 160. How you find out the AOV? Just go on. I can't find the exact one. You go on the product page, look at what's the product price. It's usually gonna be more after bundles and whatever. You can be conservative and just only look at the product price. Based on the site visits, the conversion rate, the price here, that's how you estimate it. So on the ad side, it doesn't look too promising. But they're still crushing it on, what's the word for it? TikTok Shop. So it could still be an opportunity. This one is a real brand. The Calm Cat Journal, these are different things as well. Okay. There's not going to be one specific criteria that will make you think that this is going to work out. It's going to be multiple data points you draw from, which is why I'm doing this live. Let's say I go back to Pet Pivot. I look at Reddit. How many people are talking about it? Okay, there's a lot of word of mouth from TikTok Shop, and just because the other stores don't have much traffic doesn't mean you can't win, because all of them are just copying the TikTok Shop videos. If let's say you do some research from this Reddit here, and you find something that is bad about Pet Pivot, but then you can use as an advantage in your own product, then you can still win. Especially if everyone is if everyone knows about the product already, it's more product aware. You just need to run product aware ads to market it. It is a bit confusing as I explain it right now. You may need to watch these videos a few times. But I'm doing all of this now just to see what is the market sentiment, what's the awareness stages, what is the market sophistication that the market is in. This way, when I actually market it, which I'll cover later down the line, after at the end of the video, how I'll go about marketing it after first I verify that it can work. So let's say we read through the Reddits here. They're being bombarded on TikTok. As we've seen, it's doing really well. Can't find any reviews for it that aren't ads. Maybe that's an angle you can run. Maybe you can run review style ads. Opinions on these options. I want to do better, my boys. Had it for about a week now. Very happy with it. No concerns. Cat is fine. Highly recommend it. Let's see what else people are saying. Pros and cons. Not just pros and cons. It works. Won't hurt the cat. Climbs mid. Cleans. Cats like to dig up all the cat litter out. The drawer where the waste goes is horrendously designed, like the bags barely fit. When you put the bag in, it's hard to close latches. So let's issue the bag here. Okay. This litter box has crushed a cat, and they were sued for $3 million. Maybe there's a point of concern that you wouldn't run the product, depending on how well it goes. Let's read more. Uncomplicated, user-friendly, no glitching apps. We outperform my expensive 750 litter bot in every way. Very long text wall. But these are things you need to do, bro. Manual research, going in the trenches. There's gonna be some gold you can dig from this. You don't need expensive pet waste bags unless you want them. Now, cleaning. It's genius on the breakdown. You press 2 buttons and then it's easy to clean. This isn't a problem for me. Maybe that can be a good point. If other self-cleaning litter boxes in the market are difficult to clean, you can run ads with this angle based on what you're seeing here. It's really long, bro. Cat takes a crap, the robot covers the crap after the cat exists. First, again, being realistic, when crap comes out of anybody, it stinks. It's pretty self-sufficient. It does keep up with my cats on its own, but I do realize I need another one because I refuse to use the expensive one. Okay, another breakdown from some of your 4 cats. I did about 3, 4. 3 got bricked after a year or 2, effectively becoming a minimal-operated feline. Okay. Leave me no choice but to reassume my janitorial duties. So I seem to haven't been impressed with about 3 and 4. With the pet safe scoop free. This Litterbot, they're talking about different product. Pet Pivot. They want to switch from the current product to Pet Pivot. There is another tool that I would want to use as well. I want to see on Google Trends whether how this niche is doing. Let's say self-cleaning litter box. Switch it. Let's see. I'm going United States. Go last 5 years. Is how you'll see. So the trend is pretty flat. As long as trends are flat or not declining, it can work out pretty well. Oh, it's bugged out. All right, it's fixed. All right, let's say another term, cat litter box. It's pretty flat, going up a bit. Automatic litter box. It's pretty flat and going up recently as well. So niche-wise, it's not bad. So niche-wise, it's not bad. Volume, there is demand for it to test out. Trademark as well, you can just switch the trademark. That's not too big of an issue. Since it's not like the whole product has the pet pivot branding on it. So it's not too big of an issue to start. The only part that will concern me writing this, especially for you guys who are newer, is high ticket. It's more high ticket, which is it's much harder to work. I'm trying to find one of the stores, but I can't find it. Let's say go to Pet Pivot. If let's say this is your first product, I will not recommend you to run it because it's too high ticket. The issue with things being too high ticket, it's $170, right? Let's say you want a 2x ROAS to be 20% net margins. So you need 2x ROAS, which means that your break even needs to be $85. $85 just to break even. Let's say, do you have the amount of money to spend in this question? You're spending $100 per day. As you know, Facebook isn't very consistent. That's how it is. You might get no purchases 1 day, 2 days, and the third day you only get 1 purchase or maybe 3 purchases, and then you're profitable again. At the very start, you may not have the capital to run it, which is why I don't recommend like higher ticket products if you're brand new beginner. However, if you've been in the dropshipping space, you have a few stores already, I don't think it'd be too much of an issue for you to do a product of this price. So I would test it myself after doing more research and looking at what type of angles I can run, whether it's underserved avatars or mechanisms I can run. If I cannot find any of these two, then I wouldn't run it, but everything else looks good to me for someone who's more experienced. But I'll also look at other products after this as well, just to let you know. So besides just looking at product specific, we looked at trend already. Let's say I Google up self-cleaning. Damn. They don't want me to give you... They chill. Self-cleaning litter box. Let's say besides the brand specific one, what do people think about it? You can go on Reddit, you can go on Amazon, wherever possible, TikTok as well. I want to see what people are saying about it, what's good, what's bad, so you know how to enter the market. You have the litter board. Again, expensive. So how much is the litter robot? Litter robot. Where is it? Shit, bro. $650 to spend on your cat. That's crazy. I think that might no. I wonder if you do adopt a cat, this costs a lot more than a cat. The cheaper angle can work as well compared to litter robot. If let's say people already know a lot about this sort of self-clean litter box based on your research, I went through Reddit. Let's say if I go through TikTok or Instagram, I can find a lot of content about it. Potentially, you can run a product-aware angle, where literally it's just comparing your version of it. You can get your Chinese dropshipping supplier source compared to Litter Robot. Obviously, don't put a brand name. You can get sued for that. Litter Robot is actual brand with resources to come after you legally. Just put the product itself without any branding. Then you can put like benefits, product comparisons really. Yours is cheaper. Yours is equally as safe. The other one is more expensive or whatever it may be. You figure this out when you do your research, what I'm doing right now, or which one is good, which one is bad. The pros and cons of each. This way you can put the more important things on yours. Let's say from a previous Reddit post, we saw people say that it is easy to clean. That can be a big one, right? Maybe people already know about litter robots. You don't need to convince them why they need one for themselves. Maybe you just need to convince them why yours is the best in the market. It's cheaper, it's easy to clean. You can fork out. I mean, this is like 4 times the price of what you can sell it for. So that can be the angle by itself also. And let's look a bit more if we can find any more things. Clean mine once in 7 years. It's kind of nasty. Yeah, this is pretty much the process you'll go through for a product. You go on Kilo and see what's trending first. You see what the market is currently running, which from my very basic search right now, you can spend a lot more time on this. These ones are like their own ads, AIS they make. Neighbor scoop poop again. Pool tie toss. Like these guys are marketing it this way, but like I said, what does the market actually want? From what I'm seeing, people already know about this self-cleaning litter box things. Maybe you don't need to go about it through telling them something they already know. Maybe you just need to tell people you're the best. It's what I mean by the mechanism itself. You highlight the thing that people actually care about. If you're targeting someone who's already sophisticated enough, maybe they already use it, but they care about the price or they care about maintenance. That's something that you highlight in your ad, that you're the best. Either that, or you can find an unnecessary avatar, which both can work as well. So this is a product that I can see myself running as well. But the only difference is I don't have affinity to cats. I have a pet dog. I can't even pronounce litter box properly. Not a big cat guy. So personally, I can see myself scaling this up. But if you were to ask me to run a big brand, this wouldn't be my pick. But for you guys starting out, it doesn't really matter whether you're passionate about it or not. As long as you feel some affinity to it, you're not repulsed by it. Let's say you're selling like some super weird niche. Like let's say if you're super religious and then now you need to sell some tarot cards. It's probably not a good idea, bro. It's hard to make it work. So just to recap, if you have affinity to this, based on the criteria I'm seeing, you can just rip these videos, create some of your own ads, targeting the angles, the pros and cons I talked about, the new mechanisms or unnecessary avatar, you can make this work. But if you're not a beginner, this can work. If you are a complete new beginner, it's harder to make it work just because of the AOV. You can still make it work, but my preference is for you to sell something that's cheaper, which means you get a lower cost per purchase, you get more purchases in. Because at the very start, you guys might struggle to get even like one purchase. So if you run something higher ticket like this, it's going to take even longer for that. And I don't want you guys to burn more money at the very beginning stages. Ideally, the goal is to get profitable as fast as possible. Then we can talk about optimizing, right? All right. Let's see other products here. Goalie, I would not. It's actual brand. Shark, same thing. I would not. This one. Let's see what this is. Carded clay CC underline corrector. I have no idea what this is, so we go on videos and see what the product actually is for.
I didn't know one product could give me so much confidence, but I have this breakout that hurts so bad. I honestly didn't even want to leave the house. But then of course I remembered I had this. Look, gone. 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 My eye bags.
Okay, I think we have a general idea of what it does now. It does make sense what this product is printing because it does look very effective. So, same process like the previous one. Let's look up the actual brand. I'm not sure if it's actually called Tarte or it's Tarte Cosmetics. Let's see. Last 7 days, they did almost 2 mil. High chance that they're a legit brand, but let's see. Okay, founded 2000. You know, you most likely will not go after something like this if you repeat 1-to-1, because your supplier won't, or high chance they won't be able to replicate it. You can ask if they can replicate the effectiveness of the product, then you can run it, of course, under a totally different brand name. Skincare is competitive. This product does look good. I'm just not sure if you'll be able to source it, is the thing. So let's say the first step I will do here is just ask if everything else looks good, right? Let's say, of course, I go on the site, same steps. Let's see, I go on SimilarWeb. This probably has a lot more traffic going to it. Yeah, 1 point. Let's see if I can do maths. This is from worldwide, not US only. Whatever. They say 18,000 times, what's the product price? His concealer is $32. Like I said, obviously AOV is gonna be much higher. People are not only gonna just buy one. So you could still run this at this product price, because if you add on bundles and offers, you can make it above 60. Let's say, if math's correct, 18,000 orders, 32, it's doing about 600K per month on this one product alone. And they have multiple also. So the store is doing pretty well. So if you can source it without this branding, of course, it can be something that you run as well. If I do the trademark search, it's obviously going to have a trademark because it's a big brand. It's been around for a long time. Called Tarte Cosmetics. If they don't have a trademark on it, it's super dumb. What's the actual brand name? Tarte Cosmetics. Cosmetics. Can you find here for some reason? If you ask me, they probably have one. If they don't, they'll be pretty screwed. Let's see. Just to double check. Tarte Cosmetics. If I got this right. Maybe it's together. Very suspicious. To confirm our doubts, let's go on Claude now. Alright, and now we did a Claude search, and now it's starting to make more sense. They trademark Tarte, not Tarte Cosmetics, as well as some of their product names. Big Ego and Powerflex. Let's see if we can find their... I can't find it. I'm pretty sure if you search it up, it will be there. Search bar's not working. Come on, bruh. Which means if you go back to the Tarte Cosmetics product, like there's no trademark on this actually. As long as you don't use the name Tarte, if your supplier can source it, it will actually be a good opportunity. So you can do the Google Trend search, but skincare is skincare. It's always going to be flat or up unless it uses a specific ingredient. Like people running kojic acid. This just as an example, right? I think it's called kojic acid. At one point, it was viral on TikTok Shop. And if you're running it now, you might have a pretty hard time. Let's see, I go to past 5 years again to show you. Like let's say you run it during this peak last year, it's probably going to work. Or it's actually this year. Right now it's like flat for some reason. Is it called kojic acid or something else? I'm pretty sure it's kojic acid. Yeah, doesn't look too good because of this peak and then down. So probably some viral TikTok went live here, then now it's not doing so well. So I would stay away from things like that. But this one, like, just looking from the store. Obviously, you can take a look at the store itself. Where's the store? This one, Andai character. Like, there's no crazy. They don't mention anything crazy about the ingredients. So I think generally it's fine. You'll be more focused on the transformation then. This can work. So if you do this, of course, you start off ripping some of the videos, yeah? Then you go do deeper research. Like same thing we did. You can look up Tarte Cosmetics, or even let's say you go through the TikTok video here. Go in the comments, see what people are saying. What setting powder do you use? Know about something so fast. What shade is this? Not if you're over 40. Give mine to my daughter, she loves it. It really settles in fine lines even when I set it. Maybe with this insight and from the videos you see, maybe you can run it towards a different audience. Maybe. But yeah. After this, the same process, do more research. You figure out whether it's unsafe avatar or new mechanism you can put alongside the RIP creatives. Because if you just copy exactly what you're doing, what you're doing could work as well. But if you don't find another way to stand out, you'll get to a certain point where one of these creators are gonna do a copyright strike on you, and you need to take the ad down. What you need to understand is when you rip creatives, that's a very real reality that you're pretty much running on borrowed time, where any of these creators can take you down anytime. So only using this as the rip creatives as proof of traction. After that, you just do your own things. Make sure you get your own ad that actually outperforms. That's the goal. Which is why I need to think beforehand. That's what part 1 covers of standing out. Same thing here, the Tarte Concealer Pore Brush, similar brand. Maybe you can run it same as well. Wednesday Blush, this is copyrighted. I won't touch that. What the fuck is this? Electric Bike. It's $600. It's too high ticket for you to run. What is this? Compression wear. Makes sense. It usually does this type of compressions wear does well usually every Q4. I'll show you why. It's not something that you really brand out of it, but it's something that does work.
Because if you have a cute costume that you want to wear but you don't want to be cold, these are perfect. These fleece leggings has that optical illusion to where it looks like you're wearing nothing underneath, but it's actually fleece and thick and super soft inside.
Yeah, people run this product every Q4 because it makes you look like you're wearing leggings or like you're actually like not wearing anything. But since it's winter now, it helps you give you that look while keeping you warm. People run this every Q4, but it's a very seasonal product. So keep that in mind. Seasonal products, all you need to do really just rip all of these, run more seasonal type ads. That's pretty much it. Especially if everyone is already doing the same thing over here. Just find your new mechanism. For clothing, the example is like, let's say Udi, right? How did Udi actually become a big thing? When Udi first came out, let me just put it aside to show you. So we're at Udi's side now. Udi sells these like oversized hoodies. Then the only thing that they needed to do to stand out is not to sell a new product or unsafe avatar. For them, like they invested more in the product at the start. They just made it like 10-20% longer. Because the issue with the product initially is that people couldn't put the product over their knees, which is what they wanted. So he made it longer just so he did that. It's literally the same product. With this new mechanism, he scaled it to a multi-9-figure brand now. Obviously, not all of you are going to take that approach. I don't recommend you to if you're brand new, because you need to invest in stock and product then. So you can find ways to stand out your product even without investing right away, just through highlighting the new mechanisms you can come up with. So let's go back to the product here. Let's see what's the mechanism over here, right? I can't tell you because I've not done the deep research, but let's say if you can find any comments right now. Mine are so warm, but I wish you could see all my leg tattoos through them still. Maybe you can ask your supplier if they have one version where it's literally, it's still as warm, but you can see through leg tattoos. Maybe that's literally just the mechanism. everyone's already seen these ads from TikTok Shop or wherever. Like you're not new to the market. Everyone wants RQ4. So maybe if you had that, you just target people who have tattoos. You just say it's the same thing, but you show that off. It's a new mechanism. Literally, that's how you're gonna print. But of course, do more research to verify it. Because I know from the products we talked about today, you guys are going to rip it. If you rip it 1-to-1, it's not going to work out well. Do your own research, please. Because I'm not doing super in-depth research as well. That's are covered in the other modules. I'm just teaching you guys what I actually look for. Then you guys will do the deeper research in the other modules that cover it. Goli, same thing, brand. Medicube, same thing, brand. Comfort, brand. Halara also, brand. This one, portable car jump starter with air compressor. So let's see the ad. What is this product? Okay, fear-mongering ad.
Spots, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the most dangerous things that you can keep in your car. Not only will it damage your sensor and the computer, but it also can damage your battery, and it turns green, which means that it's ready to start. Get that error message again and a regular USB port to fully charge your phone. And if you ever have an emergency at night, this does have a flashlight that also blinks red and blue. I think every person should have one of these in their car for their own safety. If you want to grab one, I'm going to leave the link down in this orange shopping cart below. Just know that they have free shipping right now, and they're on a huge flash.
Okay. You guys will need, if you want to sell tech products, you will need to be more mindful because more things can go wrong, especially for something like a car jump starter with a battery inside. You're not sure of the actual product defect rate. But most of the ads here are literally just, a lot of it is, what's the word for it? Fear-mongering, which works really well. Not that you should go away from it. Let's see, what type of ads are doing well here? It's just a portable car jump starter. Let's see, I'm just curious, what type of price can you get it for AliExpress? Because that is a factor as well. Sometimes the prices you're gonna see on TikTok Shop are gonna be much lower than the prices you actually sell it for. You're gonna be marking it up a lot more. Usually the markup is 3 times the product cost, right? So let's say, what's the product name again? Portable car jump starter. You can search on AliExpress just to get a rough idea before you ask your agent for a code. So I think this type is the most similar one. Or you can just go, say for me, can I save the photo? I think I have it saved. Hiha Life, Hiha, how do you pronounce it? Hiha battery charger. Okay, this one. So right, only reason I'm going here is just to save the image if I can. There's a lot of tools you can use to save image. I'll right click, save image as. I'm just gonna go AliExpress and reverse image search it. Found it already. And from what I'm seeing, of course, we're in funny country prices. Then put in USD, so you guys understand. Bro, they resetted me. It's like $150 for these types. Okay, this one is $28. Yeah, I think it's a bit different. Does it have the same features? Not exactly. I mean, it does have, it's not the exact same product, but let's say if it was $28 and they're selling it for $40. Obviously, this is a Chinese brand. They run their own stuff. Obviously, that's why it's cheap. You need to be able to get it and run it for 3x this. Let's say your supplier gets it for $25 or $30, it's running at $90. So let's say you look at competition right now. Let's say I go on Amazon. What's the keyword for this product? Portable car jump setup with air compressor. Compressor. Nope, spelled it wrong. There we go. It's $40, $47. This ones I don't look as premium, obviously. Trying to find the exact one, but I can't also. Like it's $40. So you need to be able to sell it for a higher price. It depends how much you can source it for. If let's say the source price is too close to this, it's like $30, $40, it's not something that I would sell because you need to be selling something for 3x the price, whereas this one is only $41. Can you still make it work? Yes, but you want something that is not the price difference isn't too big. This way, when you mark it up, it's not too unreasonable. Does that make sense? I'm looking at this Amazon because I want to have a gauge on what people will actually pay to buy these type of things. I'm not the audience itself. So you do more market research like that to see what is an average price in the market, what's high, what's low. In fact, if you're smart about it, you can usually ask Claude, hey Claude, all right, simple now. You do a Claude search. Average price is $60 to $200. So if you can get it for, let's say 20, if you sell it to 60, this is honestly not too bad because it's within the average price range. So it's not really too bad. So based on this, it could be something you sell based on how much you can get it for from your supplier. Besides that, you need to do the manual research again. Let's say research on topics on Reddit or wherever it is. What do people actually say about these compressors? Okay, let's say mechanics. What do mechanics look for? What's good, what's bad? Maybe you can make an ad around a mechanic to prove with what they say here. Or let's say the original video, if I can find it. Just look at the comments again. It really isn't dangerous if you aren't retired. Damage your sensor, told me everything I need to know. Yeah, $30 is cheap. Only damages if you do it wrong. It's also a man saying this. If let's say you're targeting towards women, do they really know how to work a jump starter? Not really. So maybe you can run this as an angle for them. It's easy for them towards women for them to be able to jump start it easily instead of just targeting dudes. That could be an angle you run to. You can double check again as well. If I can find the store. It's called Hiha. Chinese ass name. A jump starter cable. Google Trends. Portable jump starter. Car jump starter with air compressor. It's too low volume. Car jump starter. It peaks during December. I would never expect a product like this. It's pretty seasonal. It's very surprising. Apparently it is. So if at this current stage right now, I would run it because, hey, seasonal, it's gifting season. But besides that, I don't think I would really run it just because due to the seasonality. You peak during Q4, but after that it's kind of flat. You're gonna have a hard time running it besides seasonality. But if your goal is just to get something going, it does make sense. Let's see, SimilarWeb, just to estimate what the main store is doing. Also bear in mind, a lot of these big TikTok shop stores, they will do a lot of big TikTok shop numbers, but they will do very little on the actual website. Especially like all these Chinese stores, they can compete on price and product, which TikTok shop allows them to push. They can give a lot of incentives. But running ads to their own site, they don't know how to make the creatives. So it's not too big of an issue really. Unless you're doing other research methods. Let's say you're going on Facebook ad library, using tools like Afterlip, Minea, then these total visits become much more important because you're looking at website, people who drive traffic to the website. From this, it's really, maybe this could be an opportunity where you just run ads towards your own site because it's not a lot of visitors to their own site. Could be. But just need to verify the actual product that it actually is legit first. Like tech itself is already pretty wonky with defect rates. With battery, it's a pretty big risk. If something goes wrong, it goes boom. So if you're not comfortable with that, don't run it. If you can verify that it's legit, test it out yourself first in time, then you can. Let's see what else. Collagen Bio. Let's see if I can find anything else. Let's do a last one. No, we're not selling non-sweepers, bro. That's crazy. Just if in case you guys want to know why we don't sell non-sweepers, one, it's a very common product. Two, it's heavy and expensive. Heavy means it's going to be a lot of issues doing shipping, and it costs a lot. The thing with these heavy products, like a lawnmower, they can get sold for this price because they buy bulk into a 3PL. If you're buying this drop shipping straight for heavy product, it might cost like double. So not advisable. What's up with this collagen? Top performing one is I think it's Spanish. I'm not sure. I don't understand. Okay, second performing video. What's this? This is crazy. From cancer researcher, I'm not sure this is true or not.
Collagen
Okay,
is
maybe
the
it's
most
true.
abundant protein found in our bodies, and it's like the glue that holds everything together. It keeps your skin firm, elastic, and hydrated, provides cushioning and strength for joints and cartilage, adds flexibility and strength to your bones, supports the strength and growth of your cells. So that is why you need to buy hydrolyzed collagen. These are little peptides that are broken apart from regular collagen, and they have a much higher absorption rate and more bioavailable, which means your body is actually going to be able to use it. Full collagen proteins are usually just peed right out of your body. So hydrolyzed peptides are going to be small enough to pass through your gut lining and enter the cells and enter systemic circulation, where it's going to travel throughout your bloodstream and find the important cells that can use those amino acids and peptides to create way more collagen in your body. So it's very important to find a supplement that has hydrolyzed collagen and also shows the amino acid profile of all the peptides that are in the formulation. And the great thing about collagen is that you can take it at any time in the day. So usually people do powders, which are really easy to mix into your drinks or smoothies or yogurt, really easy to use. And if you would like a recommendation for a grass-fed, reputable, third-party tested company that I use myself, the one from NeoCell, this big chungus bottle right here, only $28, and this has the full.
So before we go into more research, like this is a very unaware ad. You may have seen VSLs before. These type of TikTok ads are literally just unaware VSLs in just a different format. And it's, I don't know how long it is.
Full amino acid collagen.
It's 2 minutes long.
And it's
Going viral. People will watch a 2-minute long video. Your ads are never too long, it's just too boring. Like she speaks fast, gets all the information out. So let's actually do some research on the product itself. Collagen is a very popular one already. So according to what I understand, this one is better because it has a new mechanism, it's hydrolyzed, whatever it is. I want to see the actual product itself. So what's the brand name? NeoCell Collagen. Why is it in JPY? Okay, funny number, back to USD. Damn, so cheap. It's gonna be hard for you to sell this product if it's this cheap. See, buy one's $32. It's not too bad. So if you were to sell the product on the pricing itself, you wouldn't sell a 14-day supply. You need to sell the 28-day supply. The 14-day supply is too low ticket. So there's a lot of ways you can make the AOV higher. Let's say if you sell a 28-day supply, instead of buy ones at $32, it's a buy one, free one offer for, I don't know, half the price. Let's say $50. Your AOV now is raised to $50 plus. Then you can add on more products to it, increase the price, free gifts or whatever to get your AOV even higher. This by itself is a pretty cheap product. So bear that in mind. Like same thing, go on Claude and actually look at what people pay for. If people actually pay for like $20 is the average for this same amount of supply, and you can source it for cheaper, then it's something I wouldn't do. Let's say the average price is around $30, $20 for this, for like a supplement like this. That's what people expect already. Then it's closer to what people are selling here. Realistically, you can source this for around $10, including shipping from China. So 3x on that is $30, let's say. Of course, the $10 I gave you is a rough estimate. I'm not exactly sure. Your supplier will have to quote you. Maybe it's higher, maybe it's lower. It's likely going to be higher a bit. Then if let's say if you sell two, $20, let's say $15 for two products plus shipping, and then you sell it for $50, there's a 3x margin on so margins are pretty good. AOV is pretty good. It's not too bad. That's thinking about it in terms of the economics. So not all collagen is pretty equal. This one has, yeah, it's a new mechanism to it. That's why it's doing well, because collagen is a very saturated market already. So you need to ask your supplier if they can actually do this, because some of them will just give you like the same packaging, but they give you some shit product. It doesn't actually have all these new ingredients. If it does, then all you need to do is just rip it. Then you can just copy the ads over here. Same thing, similar web. You can double check the traffic volume, the trends, collagen. Let's click up or down, and average price to see what people will expect. And then you do your Reddit research, TikTok research. Is there any way you can stand out besides only ripping? What angles can you stand out? Maybe it's underserved avatar. Maybe instead of educating why people need to take collagen, how to take collagen, you do more product over ads, just targeting, hey, you can do a direct product comparison, your collagen against the rest are not effective. Based on research, only this form of collagen is effective. You actually, whatever you're spending on, you're actually wasting 50% of it gone to some, because it cannot absorb, because it's the fake one, not fake one, but it's the lesser version of collagen. If people aren't already doing this, you do your Atra search. I don't have an Atra anymore. Facebook ad library search. If not a lot of people are doing product aware ads like this, they're just copying, pasting, then that's a way to push through inside. A lot of the products I picked, I can find myself running. Doesn't mean that you can run it, because like I said, you can make any product work. The difficulty of each format will differ. From what even the base research I've done so far, I've managed to find ways for me to angle my product differently so I can advertise it. So hopefully that helps you think a little bit more when you do your product research. I know I didn't go as deep on each product doing the full research for it, but I wanted to cover more products and more ways of thinking for you guys. So you guys may have some questions around this. I may create a follow-up video. So I think I pretty much covered everything you needed to know when you pick a product with Kilo Data. This is even more advanced thinking, right? Some people literally all they do is you just go on here, what's trending, not brand, I rip, I test, it does well. Okay, great. That's literally how they do it. It still works very well. If you actually put more thought into it on how you're going to stand out, new mechanism, new avatar, new angles, you can actually make something work. Again, rip some stuff and put your own creatives together inside it, test it. That's pretty much it. Also, just for clarity's sake, what do I mean when I say actually rip it? So Kilo Data, again, up here, product, click on the product that you actually want to sell in the end. Click on video and add over here. You click on these videos. You can actually download the videos. Download all of these videos. I usually just pick the top, 10 to 20. Just go over here, pick 10 to 20. Some people do more. It depends on your budget. If you're spending like $200 a day, usually, or $100 a day, usually it's just up to 20. You can do last 7 days while it's trending as well. That's usually just pick 20 ads from here. Whatever is relevant. Doesn't mention the actual, what's the word for it? Brand name. Then you just run it. Just download it and put it straight into Ads Manager. There is one extra thing that you will do before launching it. It is clearing your metadata. So if you just search up clear metadata, there will be some tools that pop up. What metadata is basically is if you rip it from straight like this, there's going to be like some data inside. And if you put it into Ads Manager, Facebook obviously can see that you're copying someone else. Because everyone else is going to just do the same thing, and then you're going to have, it won't reach the right auction. So we use a metadata to clear the data so it appears as a new ad. There's many ways to do it. You can go search up a tool, just Google it, or an easy way, like I do it. I just use my Premiere Pro, or just whatever video editing tool you have, CapCut, Editing Pro, Canva. Just put it inside there, then download it back, and then you clear the metadata again, then put it straight to your Ads Manager. That's really the strategy. Just download videos from here. You think it's going to do well. Put your own ads together alongside it and put both together inside the campaign.